Okay, this is the another small introduction about the Datapower. So this is the Datapower. You see here, there is a serial port. Here my cursor is moving. There is a serial port, that is the 9-pin serial port, and these are the 4 LAN ports, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is used for routing. So as I said, Datapower, you can use Datapower as a SOA. So you can use Datapower for service-oriented architecture. So it provides loosely coupling logics, and you can use service contract, you can use service abstraction, service reusability. So you can use you can do anything in SOA governance pattern, whatever you can do it in Datapower. So Datapower will act as a SOA device. Also Datapower will act as a ESB. ESB means enterprise service bus. So you can transform one message into another message. You can route the message based on the content. So what is the based on the content? So I will give you the simple example. You are having a loan application. Okay. So if you are there is 2 web services. One is if you are applying for a loan less than $10,000, the loan will be pre-approved. There is no need of any manager approval needed for very less amount. So you have a web services which will be pre-approved your loan. If the loan amount is greater than $10,000, it has to go to some background check. It will check your credit history, and it will need some manager approval. So that kind of another web service. So while applying a loan itself, you are specifying the content as the loan amount. So based on the loan amount, dynamically the web service will decide that where it has to route the message to pre-approved loan web service or the manager approval loan web service. That is what the content based routing and logging. And I said the protocol bridging. You can use MQ, HTTP, HTTPS to MQ, MQ to JMS, JMS to IMS, EMS, EMS to MQ, any to any message content, any to any protocol bridging, FTP, SFTP, everything has been supported in Datapower. So it's provide very high performance. So this is how the Datapower XI50 act as a ESB gateway in our organization level. You see ESB-A, ESB-B. We have both 2 ESBs, 2 enterprise service bus in our organization. So there is a ESB gateway which is Datapower. So forget about DMS zone now. So all the requests coming to the ESB gateway. So dynamically, and the Datapower decides that which ESB gateway has the service the request has. So it's dynamically found that and route the corresponding request to the corresponding ESB gateway, either A or B. So this is a little bit elaborate diagram of the Datapower where the business to business interactions happen. So you have a business part on our left side and your organization intranet organization on right hand side. So how the business to business interactions happens via Datapower on the internet, everything is here. You can see that. So all if you see the demerger zone is nothing but demilitarized zone. So all the requests coming outside of the organization, which is coming out from the internet, it comes through demerger zone. If you see any intranet, the right hand side here, if you see the intranet, so if any request comes from within your organization, it don't need to be very secure because it's already inside the organization. So it can directly go to the Datapower appliance. So normally XS40 will be used in DMS zone and XI50 will be used into routing zone and multi-protocol bridging zone. So this is the introduction of XSL. What is XSL? Is nothing but extensible style-sheet language. It is a XML based style-sheet language which is used to transform the messages, one message into another form of messages. So the XSL is the transformation language which is mainly used in data power development. It is very important in data power development. To transform the messages and to create the policies, firewalls, all those things. So now I will explain you how to create XML, XSL and all in this training class. Now I will try to show you some of the data power console, how data power looks like, and what are the things we are going to study in data power. All those things I am going to tell you. Okay. So I am going to log into the data power box, which is running in my office. So this is the data power box running into my office. So here I am logging in. I can provide a demo user, demo user. It's a password -123 I think. The domain you can select the demo. So its password expires, so I'm changing. So I changed the password. So I am trying to log in again as a demo user. The domain is demo domain. So if you see in the screen, like this is the data power control panel. If you see the services, these are the 5 main things we are going to learn in the data power control panel. So these are the very important things we have to learn. Web service proxy, multi-protocol gateway, XML firewall, web application firewall, XSL accelerator. These are the things we are going to study in our training session. How to? So if you see what is the difference, if you see this is appliance is XI50. So what's the difference between XI50 and XS40 is, in XS40 you don't see this multi-protocol gateway option. So it is available only in XI50. The remaining things are common for XS40 and XI50. So you can click on something and you can do whatever you want here. It's a demo user, you don't have ability to do anything. You can see the logs by clicking the log. So there is no logs. Again you can go to control panel. You can see troubleshooting. So it's a troubleshooting panel actually. So since it's a demo user, you don't have control to do anything, and it has view status, file management. If you go to file management, this is the various kind of folder structure file directory structure available in data power. So you have cert, checkpoints, config, export, local, log store, log temp, website. So I will explain. CERT, basically all your certificates are uploaded, wherever you are uploading, all the certificates will be uploaded into cert folder. The configuration has the configuration detail about the particular domain. Export directory is having, it's a kind of packaging AR file, WAR file. Like this, you are packaging any firewall or any policy, any web services policy you have developed in data power, you can export as a zip file, so that you can import into another data power appliance, any dev to QA, QA to prod, you can import the code and you can export the code and import the zip file into another appliance. Local is having the local data structure, you can have all your local XSL file, XML file, configuration file, everything is in the local directory. The log store is having, if you return any specific log, application specific log, all the logs will be stored here. The log temp, it's a temporary logging, so all the temporary logs will be stored here. Bub set. So all the public certificates which is by default available in the Datapower, it's all here. Store is the main thing. So store has some default functions and by default operations which is provided by IBM, so that we can reuse the same thing in our Datapower appliance. So it has lot of XSLT operations, it has lot of XSL codes, it has lot of XMLs you can reuse for our code. Temporary is just a temporary file. So this is the file management, Datapower file management. So there is the import configuration, export configuration, wherever you can take the export of your code and import to your existing code, and keys and certificate management. So these are all the things we are going to study. This is a sample XML firewall. So there is nothing now. So we have to create XML firewall. So these are the things we are going to study. How to create XML firewall, what is XML firewall, what is web application firewall, what is multi-protocol gateway, what is web service gateway, when to create a which service, and what is the need of creating this kind of firewall in Datapower appliance. These are the things we are going to study in the training. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the training. So I hope you will join us for the training. So you will become a Datapower expert very soon. So good luck for your future career growth and next level job search on your growth. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Please visit us www.THREELINEINFOTECH.com. Thank you.